A righteous king can transform a forest into a great city, but a weak king will only quote reasons for failure. Jai Shriman Narayana, I am the Pauranika. Welcome to the 46th episode of Sri Mahabharata as written by sage Vedavyasa. On Dhritarashtra's command, Vidura went to the Pandavas and greeted the members of Panchala royal family one after the other. He greeted Drupada and exchanged pleasantries. He then saw Sri Krishna and Pandavas in Panchala and hugged them with great affection. Then the intelligent Vidura, in the presence of Sri Krishna and Pandavas, said, Drupada Maharaja, Emperor Dhritarashtra conveyed his greetings to you. He also asked me to inform you that he is very pleased with the alliance and he is very happy that now a great king like you has become his relative. The son of Shantanu, the greatest among warriors, Bhishma too gave his blessings. Kauravas are very pleased to become your family. Pandavas and Kunti have spent a lot of time outside Hastina. Our people are now waiting for their return. Our family and our people are eagerly waiting to see the Panchala Rajaputri Draupadi. I request you to please ask Pandavas to come to Hastina along with their wife. If you order them so, I shall send messengers to Hastinapura to make arrangements for their arrival. Then Drupada said, Vidura, even I am very pleased with this alliance. It is fair for Pandavas to go to Hastina. However, I shouldn't be the one to tell them to go there. Yudhishtira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, Balarama and Krishna must be the ones to decide where to go and when. Then Yudhishtira said, Maharaja, we are living under your command. You please decide what is good for us. We shall act accordingly. Then Krishna said, as mentioned by Drupada, who is well versed in all dharmas, I think you should go to Hastina. Then Drupada too said that he is in support of Krishna's statement. Pandavas are as dear to Krishna as they are to me. His advice will definitely be good for Pandavas. Then Vidura went to the palace of Kunti and bowed to her by touching his head to her feet. Kunti broke down into tears looking at her brother-in-law. Vidura, with your help and blessings, your sons survived the danger in Lakshagriha. Since the demise of your brother, you protected them as your own sons. All this while, I just raised your sons. Now it is up to you to suggest a way ahead for them. On an auspicious day, Pandavas entered the city of Hastinapura. Dhritarashtra sent Vikarna, Chitrasena, Dronacharya and Krupacharya to welcome them. People welcomed Pandavas by cheering and showering flowers on them. The people felt that due to their good deeds of past, Pandavas returned to rule them justly. Upon their arrival, Pandavas touched the feet of Dhritarashtra, Bhishma, Drona and other elders. Duryodhana's wife, along with her co-sisters, welcomed Draupadi. Draupadi and Kunti bowed and touched the feet of Gandhari. Gandhari hugged Draupadi and felt that she looked like the death of her sons. Gandhari said, Vidura, take your favorite sister Kunti and Princess Draupadi to the palace of Pandu immediately, before the auspicious time passes away. Later, on the advice of Dhritarashtra, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Bahlika and Somadatta went to visit the Pandavas. After allowing Pandavas a few days to settle down, Dhritarashtra and Bhishma called them for a meeting. Dhritarashtra said, Yudhishtira, I urge you and your brothers to listen to me very carefully. Your father ruled and expanded the kingdom. On my advice, he achieved the impossible. You too, like your father, follow my advice. You know how my sons are. They are evil people with ego and arrogance. They do not listen to me either. If you want to make sure that they do not fight with you, I want you to go to Indraprastha. No one can hurt you there. Like Indra, who protects the Devatas, Arjuna can protect you there. Yudhishtira, I want to coronate you today as the king of half of our kingdom, Pandavas. Vidura, make arrangements for the coronation of Yudhishtira. Invite everyone and do great donations. Donate cows and villages. Arrange for 1008 elephants, mounting on which the Purohitas should bring water from Ganga. Get the best of ornaments for Yudhishtira. Arrange for an elephant, a white royal umbrella. As Brahmanas and kings showered their praises, I will coronate Yudhishtira as a king. This is the least I can do for my brother Pandu. Bhishma, Drona, Krupa and Vidura too accepted the proposal. Krishna Paramatma too said that it's a good idea and urged for coronation. At the same time, sage Vedavyasa came there and in the presence of all the Kauravas, he completed the process of coronation of Yudhishtira. In the presence of Kripacharya, Dronacharya, Bhishma, Dhaumya, Vyasa, Bahlika and Somadatta and many other kings, Yudhishtira got coronated as the king of Pandavaprastha. Looking at this, the sons of Gandhari were extremely upset. Dhritarashtra, who realized this, said, Yudhishtira, you obtained the kingdom of our ancestors. Pandavaprastha was once our capital, but was destroyed by rishis due to the misdeeds of Buddha's son Pururava. Now, the onus is on you to restore the majestic capital. Obliging Dhritarashtra's word, Pandavas started along with Krishna to the dangerous forest of Pandavaprastha, accompanied by many Brahmanas and followers. On reaching Pandavaprastha, Krishna Paramatma closed his eyes and thought about Devendra. Indra, who realized this, called the celestial architect Vishwakarma immediately. Vishwakarma, go to Pandavaprastha, meet Krishna Paramatma there and construct a beautiful city for Yudhishtira. On command of Indra, Vishwakarma came to Pandavaprastha. He bowed to Lord Sri Krishna. Then Krishna said, Vishwakarma, construct a city that looks like the city of Indra for Yudhishtira. In days to come, it will be known to the world as Indraprastha. With Vyasa at the helm of affairs, Pandavas on an auspicious day performed a yaga to start the measurements for construction of the city. Huge moats that are as deep as oceans were dug around the city. There were walls that almost touched the sky around the city. The entrances resembled the wings of Garuda. Arms and weapons were placed on all the four sides. The city shone with warriors practicing various weapons, white tall mansions and beautiful gardens. The treasury of Yudhishtira resembled the house of Kubera, the god of wealth. Many learned Brahmanas, many scholars well versed in many languages, many traders and businessmen from various cities and many architects too came to Indraprastha to settle there. There were beautiful gardens with different kinds of trees, artificial hills and many ponds filled with lotuses and swans were made. People of all varnas started living there. The kingdom was rich in cattle with many elephants, cows, camels, bulls and donkeys. As people cheered into the grandiose city of Indraprastha, Yudhishtira entered through a gate by name Vardhamanam along with brothers Sri Krishna, Dhaumya and Vedavyasa. Then Yudhishtira felicitated Vishwakarma, the architect of Indraprastha, and sent him off. When Krishna wanted to leave to Dwarka, Yudhishtira thanked him and said, Krishna, with your grace, we attained the kingdom. We do not know our father. You are our father and mother. Please suggest us the course of action. Then Krishna Paramatma said, You attained the kingdom as it is rightfully yours. The mean-minded Dhritarashtras can do no harm to you. In some time, Narada Maharshi will come down. Listen to him carefully and follow his advice. Then Krishna went to Kunti to take her blessings. Krishna assured her that he would protect Pandavas and left to Dwaraka along with Balarama. After Krishna left, one day when the Pandavas assembled in their court, sage Narada descended from the sky. Narada, a Devarshi, a man well versed in all the dharmas, the man who helps the people seeking moksha, the one who has the ability to bring out your deepest, darkest thoughts, the one to be respected in all the three worlds, blessed the Pandavas as they received him respectfully. After blessing them, they offered him a seat and Pandavas sat around him. Then Narada said, "The virtuous Draupadi is your only wife. Be careful and ensure that she must never become a reason of contention among yourselves." Let me tell you the story of two brothers who fought over a woman and finally killed each other. Once upon a time, in the lineage of Hiranyakashipu, a Rakshasa by name Nikumba was born. He had two sons, by names Sunda and Upasunda. They were evil and dangerous. With an intent to conquer the three worlds, they performed a great penance or tapas. It was so intense that it scared even the Devatas. Impressed by their dedication, Lord Brahma appeared in front of them and told them to ask for a boon. They asked, "Bhagavan, if you are impressed by our penance, bless us to be great warriors of great strength, experts in using many shastras and astras, masters of disguise and immortal." Then Lord Brahma said that all their desires except immortality can be granted. Then the brothers said that no one should be able to kill them except each other, and Lord Brahma granted that boon. The brothers were so close that they saw no problem in it and believed that they attained immortality as they would never hurt each other. They returned to their kingdom, leaving the penance, and their friends and relatives were ecstatic. They dressed themselves in royal attire and told their people to eat, drink, and loot any house. After the celebrations, on the star of Magha, at night, they had set on a conquest. With their abilities to travel at will, they went to the Devatas and destroyed their abodes. They conquered heaven and killed many Yakshas, Rakshoganas, and many other sky dwellers. They went to Patalaloka and defeated the snakes. Then they thought of destroying the Brahmanas as their penance would make Devatas strong. He ordered his army of Rakshasas to kill and destroy the Brahmanas. The soldiers threw away the belongings of Brahmanas and fire into the water. The brothers burned the ashramas. They took forms of animals and killed Brahmanas and sages. Slowly, the yaga stopped on earth and distress filled the world. The Devatas and Brahmanas then went to Lord Brahma for help. Then Lord Brahma ordered Vishwakarma to make a beautiful lady destined to destroy them. With best of things of the universe, Vishwakarma crafted her. As each till-sized area of her body is perfection, Lord Brahma named her Tilottama. He then asked her to go to Sunda and Upasunda and cause a rift among them. One day, the brothers went to a garden on top of Vindhya hill. As many women sang and danced, the brothers relaxed in those gardens. At that time, they saw Tilottama dressed in a red sari, plucking flowers. The strong and mighty Rakshasas were drunk and intoxicated. In that state, they ran towards Tilottama. While Sunda held her right hand, Upasunda held her left hand. They looked at each other angrily. Sunda said, "She is my wife. She is like a mother to you." Then Upasunda responded, "No, she is my wife. She is like a daughter to you." Blinded by desire, they picked their maces and started fighting each other, and without any other influence, killed each other. Finally, peace was restored in all the three worlds. Then Narada said, "Though the brothers were closest and loved each other, Their desire towards a woman led to their destruction. So you should have rules in place. On Narada's advice, it was decided that Draupadi would stay for 1 year with each of the Pandavas, and when one of them is with Draupadi, if any other brother sees them, he should go for a Vanavasa, live in the forest for a period of 12 years. Thank you. Jai Sriman Narayana.
Thank you.